What is up, guys? Smash Bros. 433 back with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Yes, I know it's been a few weeks since I've uploaded last, but you can thank college for that one. I am now out of school for the semester, of course. I mean, I'm out for 4 weeks now. I'll be starting back late January. But anyway, enough about my personal life. I know what you guys are here for. You're here to watch the Pokemans. So I've got a nice battle against Mike, aka Mizticall, one of my good buddies. If you do not know him, please check him out. He's quite a good battler. Puts up some really good content. He really works hard to get subscribers. So anyway, he has that kind of generic Sandseam with the Hippowdon and the Ferrothorn and the Gigalith, I believe. One of those things gets rocks. And then the Mienshao and the Gengar to hit things hard, and Noivern is there because Noivern. So I brought some fairly unorthodox things. I have a Go-Goat on my team, which is not really seen all too often. I also have the Dugtrio, and I got the Kingdra, the Omega, the Glade, and the Chandelure. So that's pretty much it for the teams. I'll explain things as they go because team preview, I don't want to take the usual 2 minutes. So Mike is issuing that big challenge against the one, the only Smash Bros. Pro 33 you guys all know and love. So I'm going to lead with the Omega as Mike decides to lead with the Mienshao. I want to see if he's either a fake out lead or the Scarf set that most people like to lean towards. So he's going to go for the U-turn here, and I'm pretty set on the fact that this thing is Scarf, but I want to go for the Double Detect. See if he wants to change up moves, and turns out he doesn't. Either way, my move would fail. If he went for the high jump kick, fine. If he went for the Stone Edge, that would be bad, but I don't think he was in that kind of position to do that. His first turn, I could have brought in something to take the Stone Edge. So, I'm going to get the speed boost here. Go for the Air Slash on the Ferrothorn, and Ferrothorn takes that fairly handily. I know for a fact that he wants to set up the Stealth Box, which is why he brought this thing in. He knew he could take a hit and set up the rocks. And I really have no reason to switch out because, one, I know the rocks are coming. Two, if I did switch out, the Omega would only have one switch in and would be extremely limited to what it could do. So what I'm going to do is just keep spamming moves until it dies, basically. I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz. It does a nice chunklet. I think that was actually minimum damage because that did about the same amount as that Air Slash did, but either way, Mike's going to go for the Gyro Ball and take out Yamega because Yamega was at a very, very high speed. So, I Am a Bus is sitting there. He really can't do anything to my Chandelure though, which is why I bring it in. I know I can go for the Fire Blast if I want, but I know that either the Noivern or the Gigalith is going to come in to take the fire hit, which is why I go for the Shadow Ball. And look how much damage this is going to do. Look at that HP bar drop. A nice 80% and easy to hit KO for my Chandelure, claiming another victim. Great job. So now Hippowdon's going to come in here. I really don't want to take an Earthquake from this thing, and I know that this thing is going to be very bulky, very annoying to take down. So I am going to bring in my Go-Goat, which I know I can take an Earthquake very handily because this Go-Goat is max HP. This is a Choice Banded Go-Goat. It will run Seed Bomb, Wild Charge, Earthquake, and Double Edge, I do believe. I wish Go-Goat was normal type just to be able to get that nice stab boost on Double Edge, but we can't have our cake and eat it too. What I'm going to do is going to go for the Seed Bomb here. I could have went for the Wild Charge, but I mean that was a little risky seeing as he could have stayed in. So Seed Bomb was the best move to go for. And look at that damage on the Gengar, and that was resisted hit. So that's going to be another easy 2-hit KO for one of my pokes. And Mike's going to go for the Shadow Ball actually. I'm not sure why he didn't go for Sludge Bomb, but either way, I'm just going to go for another Seed Bomb, and I'm going to be able to take out the Gengar, which is quite nice. So Go-Go gets KO this game. Sweet. So now Mike's just going to go back into Ferrothorn here. Oh my god, if you guys are going to kill me for saying Ferrothorn, blame the anime. But I'm going to go for Seed Bomb here. I know it's quad resistant, but I have no reason to switch out. Rocks are up, and he's just going to go for the Leech Seed, activate Sap Sipper. Useless turn for him, but he really couldn't do much else. I mean, he could have Gyro Ball, but either way, Go-Go was going to die to the Sandstorm. That's what it's called, yes. So now I'm going to go back into Chandelier here because I know for a fact that nothing on his team really wants to take a Fire Blast. He's going to go for a Protect, Scout Out, see what I want to go for. And I am going to go for the Fire Blast because I feel like even though Gigalith still resists it, it's going to do quite a bit of damage because Gigalith is not very specially bulky. And this is a modest Chandelier after all. I mean, a Fire Blast coming from this thing is pretty scary. So I'm just going to go for another one. I am really sure that the Gigalith is going to come in. So either way, just go for it. And that does a little more than a third. I mean, it's just eyeballing it, of course. So I'm going to switch out here. Go into Doug Trio. Have to trap it, I guess, if he manages to not KO me. But either way, that is actually not going to be the case. Doug Trio is extremely frail. And I believe that is an offensive choice banded Gigalith. Very powerful. I actually have a Gigalith in the making as we speak. So I'm going to go into Kingdra here. I know for a fact nothing on his team outside of Ferrothorn wants to take a Hydro Pump. But I'm going to go for it anyway because I feel like it might even be a 2-hit KO on that thing as well because from where it's at. Choice Specs Hydro Pump is a very powerful move coming from a Kingdra indeed. So it really looks like a 2-hit KO. I was hesitant to go for it because I thought I might miss, but I figured it was worth the risk because getting that Ferrothorn out of the way means Kingdra could pretty much tear through his team because the Mienshao is in here now, and even though this thing is scarfed, I'm not sure if I can take a high jump kick. I'm gonna go into Chandelier, but the switch was so painfully obvious. He goes for the Stone Edge, predicts my Chandelier switch and knocks it out. Now if I stayed in and went for a Hydro Pump, that thing would have been a non-issue. And quite frankly, I probably would have had the game a lot easier, but we cannot have our cake and eat it too. So he's gonna withdraw, he's gonna go out into his Hippowdon. Actually, it completely shuts down my Gallade, because this thing isn't the offensive set. It's a bulk up set. You guys have seen this thing probably a couple times before, but anyway, I'm going to go for the bulk up here. I'm at +1 at this point. I am going to go up to +2, but it is in vain because this Hippowdon is incredibly bulky. And even at +2, Psycho Cut isn't going to be doing much at all because I'm not invested in the attack stat. And just look how much damage that does. That's after Gallade gets up to +2. I don't know if this thing's max HP, max attack, or max defense, but the way it takes Psycho Cut takes it a lot better than I imagined it would, considering my Gallade is at +2. That did absolutely nothing. But Whirlwind comes my way and actually going to send me into the thing that I wanted to get into anyway. So Kingdra's in here, and I just gonna spam Hydro Pump because I can, because the rest of his team doesn't want to take one. So what he's gonna do is Mike is going to switch out Hippowdon, go into the Gigalith as Death Fodder. He knows that Gigalith isn't going to be serving much purpose, and he can just bring in Mienshao and proceed to wreck through the rest of my team, because High Jump Kick pretty much demolishes everything on my team barring Gallade. But he knows that Hippowdon walls Gallade completely, which means he should have this game in the bag. But, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about this Mienshao. It needs a little more training because he misses that high jump kick, and that is pretty game changing, I must admit. I don't know how I would have dealt with this thing outside of Gallade if he managed to land the high jump kick. I know for a fact I would have KO'd, and the fact that he missed that high jump kick means Kingdra is ready to plow through the rest of the team being Hippowdon. So that is going to be the 2-0, I believe, in my favor. Very nice game, Mike. I know there was a bit of hacks, but that one bit of hacks, I mean, it was still a fun game. So please feel free to check out Mike if you haven't done so already. Feel free to sub to him. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe my video if you guys enjoyed the battle. And until next time, Smash Bros. Bro 33 signing out.